Before we get started, we got to run over to the auto parts store and see if we can pick up a crimper. I would rather not do this with pliers, since the whole point of redoing them is to do them better than they were done. But before we do any of that, I just want to welcome all of our new subscribers. If you haven't looked or watched any of my previous videos, I recommend that you go ahead and do that. I've made a playlist of pretty much everything that's just going to bring you up to speed. If you're not new, well, you know exactly where we're at. So yeah, like I said, we've got our, we got all our stuff now. They came really nicely packaged. I'm just dropping stuff. So we have our little grommets, and then the actual terminals, and then I just dropped, these guys here, and I don't think I'll be installing these. I think I'll just hold on to these, as backups, and alright, I gotta put stuff down before I start losing things. But yeah, like I said, let's go to the auto parts store, let's find a crimper, and then let's get started. It's already starting to get really chilly out. It's been kind of in the low 50s all day. It's already fall. I mean, not officially, but leaves are falling. It's cold in the morning, might as well be. Let's see, what does it say it is? 53 degrees. It's a wee bit chilly out. Let's get going. Alright, you guys, we got our thing. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be useful for what we need, but I thought I'd give it a try. So we'll see if it'll work for us. I guess we'll find out. And we're back at the garage. Yeah, like I said, I'll still be able to use this regardless, because I do use a bunch of like butt connectors and all other kinds of terminals. So the crimper part will work good for us. I just don't know if it's really going to work for our little guys over here. But it was all I could find, and it was really the smallest one they had. But we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. I'm going to go change into something that I don't mind getting dirty, and we'll get right to work. Alright, so since I don't have the proper tools to... I mean, I don't really even know what you'd really use or consider proper to take these apart. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a set of pliers and a knife. I have a little pocket knife, and I'm going to try to undo these because I would prefer, obviously, not to shorten this end, because then we're going to have troubles pulling that wire through to make sure that it actually meets up with our connector. So I'm just going to try to undo it so then we can put another one on. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so clearly my initial method didn't work, but we got it. And we're not focusing. There we are. Anyway, it didn't tear it apart too much. I did lose maybe a wire or two, which no big deal. But there's our broken terminal, and let's go ahead and pop one of these on, and let's see how far we can get with our crimper. I'm going to replace the little booty here, and then we'll pop it back in and move on along. I think this time around, because I do want to drive the car, for now, I think I'm only going to replace the terminals that are giving me issues. And then this winter, to have something to do, since it gets so awfully cold and we get a ton of snow and I won't be able to drive this thing anyway, I think we'll do the rewiring and fix this this nice bundle of wire, along with a few other projects that I'll write it all down on that whiteboard that we haven't gone back to in a while. But yeah, let's get the new terminal on and see which one we have next to do. Hey, so our crimper kind of worked, at least on the very outer piece. Here, let me see if I can get it to focus. Here, let me turn the light on here. Let me see if it'll get a better view there. So yeah, it kind of worked. Now the only concern is the ones that'll be crimping the wires, and the only reason I say that is just because it's that was the smallest setting, and that's thicker than the portion of the terminal that crimps the wires. So I'll have to get creative. It might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but as long as they're making contact, that's all that matters to me, and as long as all the wires are crimped in there, I'll be a happy camper. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. All right, so it doesn't look too bad. I've got them all crimped in there nice and tight. It's probably not the prettiest crimp, and I should probably invest in the proper tools to do smaller terminals and stuff in the future. I don't know why we're not focusing. Come on. There we go. So yeah, you can see the wires are all nicely encased in there. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll probably invest in, like I said, the tools in the future. And yeah, let's put this one back together and, well, hope it all fits. All right, so I sort of mega struggled with that, but I got it in. I'm gonna see if I can stuff that little grommet. Essentially, it's kind of like a little weather insulator, so then when they're inside of there, they're protected from the elements. But two things. So this was the tool that I was using to pop the pins out. And then I'm going to turn the light off here, see if you're going to be able to see it. But here's one of the pins, the original pins. One, you can see that they're just, that little rubber booty's just mangled to pieces. But this is kind of the crimp job. A lot of the wires here aren't actually inside the terminal. So they crimped only about like half of them. There you go, that's a good view. So obviously they're still making contact to a degree, and you know, as long as it's making contact and enough of the wires are, it's not really a problem, but looks like garbage. And then the other thing is, I'm gonna see if I can get it with a little bit more light. Here's one of the pins that I've yet to fix. So I'm gonna grab my Allen wrench that I just showed you, and I'm gonna pretty much shove it through here, and I'm going to poke it out the front. And the whole point is to put that tongue that's in there that's been pushed all the way back, to pop it back out. So if you know what you're looking at, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm sorry. It's really difficult to get a picture of it or a video of it. But all we need to know is that it's pushed all the way back and it's not making contact, and we need to make it make contact. So yeah, let's try to pop that back out. Alright, and there we go. It's mostly pushed back, so you can kind of tell. We're going to struggle focusing here. But there you go. So you can see how it's not so much of a hole, and if you look straight down, you can kind of see like there's a, it's kind of like a little slide in there, if that makes any sense. There you go, that's a good angle. So you can see how that tongue angles down a little bit. And that was completely smashed back and creating a wall, essentially. But anyway, we're going to pop this one back in. Take that stuff out of my mouth. And let's hope that this one's done and over with, and then I'll pop these out, double check all of them, make sure that we didn't miss one. And that should be it. I'll put this one back together because this one's all done. You can see straight in there that all the tongues are present now, as is that one. And so you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this last one out, and we'll see how it sounds. We'll fire it up and hope that we don't have any misfires. Whew. All right, got the rest of that done. I was also able to pop in all the little plastic grommets or rubber grommet insulator element protector, whatever you want to call them. I got those all in. I gotta put the plastic piece on this again. But yeah, they're all done, and now let's go ahead and pop the rest of it together and hope it runs. Alright, engine bay's all buttoned up now, and I think all I've really got left is I gotta put that boot cover back on, and then we'll fire it up. The connectors went on a lot smoother this time around, so let's put this on real quick and let's give it a shot. Alright, are you guys ready? I'm a little nervous for some reason, but let's find out if she fires up. Fired up right away. So I'm going to finish putting the front bumper on, and then let's see if we can go for a test drive. For how dark it is. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But let's go for a quick test drive. One thing I already noticed that I might have to look into is my AFR gauge is reading really rich right now. So I'll have to figure out what happened there. It's a little odd, but you know, it is what it is. Not completely out of the question that I could have killed my my O2 sensor when I was misfiring really bad. I should have unplugged the injectors, but I didn't, so I was spitting quite a bit of fuel into the exhaust. So. Storm come through, so that's where all that's from. Man, everything feels so much better. nicer that way, since the transmission will be nice and smooth. The fluid on here is still pretty old, so it needs to be taken care of. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, I think all I'm going to do is probably just order some parts. Like I said, I got to get my clutch positioning sensor figured out, since that's really annoying to shift with. It makes shifting really, really dumb. And then I'll probably order some manual transmission fluid, get that flushed out, get that nice and smooth, and then I'll for sure try to get you guys some really good pulls. I know my pulls right now are very mediocre, if that even. But yeah, I'm just happy it's running again. I'm gonna see what that autocross looks like right now as far as the amount of drivers. But if nothing else, I'll be participating in that cruise the day after that. So we'll have some fun stuff. I'll have some fun stuff for you guys. So again, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.